Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and just last night I made a video, or yesterday I made a video about these weird gears, and somebody bought some of them off my suggestion, and they were kind of unhappy because it's a DXF file, and the guy drew them, and they're really made to be printed out on paper and then scroll saw out, or possibly even CNC it out, which I don't really know anything about, but you can fix it very easily. And if you'll see what I mean by this, we're just going to draw a rectangle around that box. And because we're going to use the Smart Fill tool, and you'll see when we do use the Smart Fill tool, it's going to leak. And it's going to color in the whole box, and that's because you got broken lines. But this is very easily fixed. So what we can do is select it all and go to Object and group it together. Select it all again, go up to Object and convert it to a curve. Go up to Object, Group, and ungroup it. Now we can take the Shape tool and you can see all the broken nodes. As a matter of fact, you can, if you zoom in, there's a lot of broken nodes. But this is very easily fixed, and like particularly on this square gear, you only have to do one of them and then trash the other ones, and because all the gears are exactly the same. So we're going to take the Shape tool, we're going to select all the nodes, we're going to go up to Windows, Dockers, Join Curves, and if you have it set like on 0.02, hit Apply, and it got rid of all the broken nodes. And if we take a look at it here, they're still together, but they're together. Now this could be remedied, but on your laser this will still cut out good. Let's just try deleting those and see what happens. And I don't think it's changed the complex of the gear. Or always the safest thing to do is get your Smart Fill tool, and now it's not going to leak, and it's going to fill that in. And then take this gear out of there and left click, right click in red and make sure it's a hairline. And now it's all one piece. So like I said, if you're doing this arrangement of 5, just delete these other 4 gears and just start over. And you probably use that one for an example, but it's really easy to move this stuff around. First of all, if you're going to do a laser and you're not going to use nail holes, you need to change out this dot. So let's go to Object and break curve apart so we can grab that dot. And if you're going to use a 1/4 inch round dowel, 0.25, my number was unlocked. Make sure this is, and I actually messed it up there. Let's zoom in here. And with your ratio locked, go 0.25. And now you have a 1/4 inch dowel. And then I would group this together, Control G, and just do what he did here. If you're going to put it in this circle, take your circle and hit P, put it in the center of the page. We'll have to move some of the other stuff out. These are all the files you get in something new he's added that I don't have. I had him send me the file today because this person wasn't very happy with the gear looked different than what I was doing last night. So let's hit P and put it in the center of the page. And this is how easy this is. So we're going to take our new gear that we just made, and we're going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. And then you can see that that gear would be in the middle. And let's get our picture back. Sorry if I'm making you crazy by zooming in and out. But this is the configuration that you want. And there's a couple examples of this squared gear. So the center you want, to make it easier, you want at a 90-degree angle, I guess a 45-degree angle. And then these will just be square, so go Control D and make a duplicate. Move it out of the way, put it back to 0. And these gears are probably forgiven. They'll got a lot of give into them, so start moving it up. And then I would get your nudge distance on something lower. And we need to be a little bit closer. I've grabbed the circle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the circle, go to Object, Order, back a page, so we won't grab the circle anymore. And now let's zoom back in. So now you've got my 1/4 inch hole. And you want to leave some spacing, you know, for the next gear to hit. Now this is where this could really help you. Control D and make a duplicate. Grab the center rotation and put it to the center of your page. And now let's rotate this 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. And then, like I said last night in the video, if you're gonna do this round one, just take your Smart Fill tool and fill in your holes. Laser will make this really, really easy. And then what I would do is take your gears out of here, because you're going to cut them out separately. And then turn these lines into a hairline. And I would also test your holes for your dowel. And you want these really tight and you want these a little bit loose. So you could possibly, if these are loose, you would want to make these tighter, just glue them in. And then all you have to do is just put them back, you know, on your template after you're through. So they're not perfect for laser engravers. I've had this program for about 10 years and I don't remember having any trouble. It's not really any trouble. Just pick the gears you want to do. And some of them are not like that. Like this one right here is drawn with another tool. So it'll already be ready to go. And quite possibly the triangle too. Corel's having there's a lot of little facets for it to fill in with the Smart Fill tool. Well, it does have some leaks. So you could do the same thing we did earlier. See, it's just broken apart. So on this one particular, you could select it all, go up to Object, convert it to a curve, and then grab all these and go back to your Docker, Windows, Dockers, Join Curves, and now it will not leak. And your laser is going to cut it out regardless. But if you're going to make copies of it, it doesn't take just a little bit to do it right the first time. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.